Had a nice bite at the food court here in the mall of Bangalore. Basically, the whole day got wasted by sitting in the car, except for the morning when we did the editing, of course. But it was crazy. Like, we had to pick up your glasses, and we basically spent the entire afternoon just by driving up and down from the glasses.
Traffic was a nightmare.
So we couldn't really do anything else, and we decided to spend the night to go to the movies. Because
Ben will tell you what movie we are going to, because even I wasn't completely aware.
yeah, so Ritwik didn't know, but Harisnath was the one to explain it to me. It's called Kalki. This one's a bit better. And Kalki is actually quite interesting because it fits in perfectly with the spiritual themes that we want to be. That I also want to cover a bit more in later on. But it's basically talking about the end times and a new avatar of Vishnu that's coming into
The final avatar.
the final avatar that's going to basically save us from all the chaos and doom. But it's very much in line with a lot of other stories that you hear in other philosophies or systems as well, which we will get in later.
The cycle of birth and death.
And the cycles of indeed like civilizations coming and rising and the striking, like basically the whole cyclical nature, the phoenix cycle, everything we're talking about. So there's a lot of stuff going on here with this movie, which maybe there's some nice symbology that we kind of pick out and later on comment on.
We'll try to analyze what we picked up on and then present it to you guys.
Nice.
Yeah?
And I thought it would, like I was saying also, like what can we do in Bangalore? But I think this would be like the perfect, in such a metropolitan vibe, like a big city, it would be the perfect thing to do, like to go to a mainstream movie theater, and which still has a lot of meaning to what we are vlogging about in general. So I think this is the right match of what's going on here, and especially if you cannot move anywhere because everything is continuously stuck in traffic, it's the perfect way to spend our time.
Yeah. You have to go there and show him the ticket.
And we also need to get some popcorn, right?
Yeah, we need to get a popcorn, but that's inside.
Inside the... Okay.
Inside this.
We'll figure it out. Set in a post-apocalyptic future, Kalki 2898 AD tells the story of a world plunged into darkness, ruled by a tyrannical supreme Yaskin. The heart of the film revolves around the ancient prophecy of Kalki, the final avatar of Lord Vishnu, who is destined to restore balance at the end of Kali Yuga. The plot follows Sumati, a woman secretly pregnant with the unborn Kalki, as she's pursued by a bounty hunter named Bhairava and protected by the immortal Ashwatthama. The movie brilliantly mixes elements of Hindu mythology with science fiction, taking us on an epic journey where the forces of good and evil collide. This idea of a messianic figure returning during a time of crisis isn't unique to Hinduism. It's actually echoed in several major world religions. In Christianity, there's a prophecy of the second coming of Jesus Christ, who will return to defeat evil and bring about a new era of peace. Islam speaks of the Mahdi, a figure who will appear to restore justice. And in Buddhism, the Maitreya Buddha is expected to come in the future to renew the Dharma. These ideas resonate deeply with me, and you'll definitely hear me referencing Kalki more often in future videos. So if you haven't already, make sure to catch this movie. It's out on Netflix right now, and you can find a link to the trailer in the description box below. Man, that was the most epic shit I've ever seen.
Thanks to Ben. I had no idea about this movie.
This guy?
Yeah, I liked Ashwatthama. But Ashwatthama. Like, I had no idea about this movie 24 hours ago, and then Ben mentioned that he absolutely had to see it, and he wouldn't let up because I'm not into movies much. So Ben was like, "Nope, you've got to see it, and then he had my mind up that I have to see it with him. So we went and watched it in the.
Guest is God, eh?
Yeah.
So
he
had to confirm.
And
commit.
like, I just randomly took a shot on. Like we didn't know which theater would have English subtitles because Ben wouldn't understand it without them. So I just took a shot and it ended up having the subtitles. So we got lucky. And yeah, the movie was amazing. Good job to the makers.
Man.
And I'll let Ben take it over now. Yeah.
In Europe, you would never see something like this. Like this kind of production and like the little bit of the Hollywood kind of feel to it. Bollywood. With also some of the dancing and like the joking and like the macho behavior and that kind of stuff. And like
in a good way.
It's like so over the top that it's super enjoyable.
It's enjoyable, and it has its own charm.
And the CGI and everything, the effects were just insane.
Yeah, the sound for me, the sound design was epic.
I was so like usually I never do IMAX, but I was so happy this was IMAX. Like
this has to be seen in IMAX, guys.
If you go go because it's like the best thing you will ever see.
Got just some epic stuff.
But I'll definitely get back into it later. This was just good to have like a first reaction to it. But there's so much symbology and mythology in Hindu, like what was it? The Mahabharata.
Mahabharata.
Mahabharata is like, and the Puranas.
Yep.
These are describing all this myth and legend and like the prophecies of.
And Ben showed me a lot of the connections that he used to keep telling me in this movie, which connected to different religions and different prophecies. So that was indeed epic. It opened my eyes to a lot of the stuff which Ben was saying. So yeah, you guys check it out.
Came all full circle. Join the Yours to Source email course today, subscribe to my mailing list, and ensure you never miss a step on this journey of spiritual growth. Your path to aligning with Source and discovering how it wants to express itself through you begins here.